Hello everybody, it's Jaylion here, and today we're going to do an ASMR video going over Berserk Chapter 3. So I'm doing this because it was just a random idea I had. I thought it would be quite funny, probably won't be. And Shockmeister and Meti have taken every single JoJo video possible. They've done the beauty of every single character and every single character's mothers. So this is what I'm left. This is what I'm left with. But I hope you enjoy it. Try and go to sleep. Try and rest. And here we go. Right, let's look at this. He planned that. He planned to use Theresia as a hostage. Right, there's the count. He's fucked up. You son of a... Clang. Right, Guts has stabbed his tongue with a sword. Ah! This is the limit of human. Yes, human don't last forever. Ah! Theresia, no, stop it. Oh, it's in front of a child, Guts. Theresia didn't do anything wrong. Shut up. If you block me, you will die. What's Guts doing? He's losing his mind here. You are so proud, right, Count? Here, I'll give you this proud body of yours to your daughter. Ah, please don't do this. Don't? Oh, please don't be shy. Let me sacrifice you to my heart content with this immortal body of yours. Okay, he's killing the apostle, the Count Apostle. Hold on to see if my phone's still going. It is. Okay, I'm going to drink some milk. Hold on. If you go to milk at home, then drink that as well. Let's go. Right, I drank that really loudly for the ASMR. I hope that gave you some tingles. Okay, so Guts is killing this guy. This is crazy. Amazing. No wonder you are higher than us human. Don't know when to fucking die. Oh, dude. Okay, just stabbing him. Why does he have... Why he has to do this much? Puck's out of it. Guts kicked his eyeball. Guts is going crazy here. Guts is unleashing his hate over Femto. He. Ha 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 ha. There's Guts laughing. Have a good time. Guts is schizophrenic at this point, I think. He's lost his mind. That's what hate does to you in the world of Berserk. Okay, there's the Baylet. I don't want to die. Don't want to die. Guts that. The Baylet? The Baylet's getting triggered. And he's freaking out. So, I don't even know what this is. It's very interesting. I'm not really too sure why this is optical illusion place that the god hand go to. I mean, we'll never see it again. But it's interesting, to say the least. Okay, so Guts is being transported there, along with Puck. So I guess it just brings everybody at a nearby location. Because to trigger Baylet, you need to sacrifice somebody that you love and you care about. And for Griffith, that was Guts. But a lot of people assume that to trigger a Baylet, because you need to sacrifice somebody, that means Griffith cared for his soldiers. But I think this kind of shows it's not really true. I mean, he's brought Puck with it. I just think it's like a locational thing. And also, in the eclipse that happens for Griffith to become Femto, the Count gets brought into that as well. So it's confusing, but yeah. I hope that made any sense. That would be good. Okay, what is this? So Buck's freaking out. Is this a different dimension? So this obviously happens after the events of the Golden Age. Coming, my lords are coming. Yo, this is cool. Guts, What the hell? Oh, there's loads of them. Okay, they're all there, which is interesting. Right, so Guts is at the bottom of the stairs with the Dragon's Lair, and Femto's looking over him. We've got this shot here, and all of the God Hand are looking over Guts. So, I actually forget the names of them, to be honest. Femto, or Griffith, Void, Slan, I think that's Ubrick, and that's Conrad. So, Femto, probably the most powerful one. He's the one that is currently in the physical realm. He has the power of telekinesis. He can dodge arrows instantly. I think super speed as well. And obviously when he's in this Femto form, he's got flight. Conrad is like the god of diseases, so he started the plague in Midland with all of the rats. Void, he can like manipulate space and send objects to different locations. So Skull Knight tried to hit Void with a sword, and Void basically moved it to a different place and struck Skeleton, a native skeleton, with his own sword. So that's his ability. I think he was the leader before Femto, and he can brand anybody he wants basically. I'm not too sure what the restrictions on that are, but yeah, he's the one that does the sacrifices, so he must be very strong. I don't think Slan has any like particular unique abilities, but she's very strong, very, very strong. She nearly killed Guts. In the Millennium, that's a hard word to say, Millennium Falcon arc, just by, the shadow of her being projected onto the troll intestines. So that's like a fraction of her power, and she nearly killed Guts. And Ubrick is like, I would say he's the most manipulative one. It looks like he was the one that pretended to be the old woman that gave Griffith the Baylet, the egg of the king in the first place, the red Baylet. And yeah, he seems to be the most manipulative one. He's my least favourite, to be honest. Okay, let's get back to this. Okay. So the town is going to SHID. Okay. They're all looking over him. I don't know why Void looks so small. Okay, yeah, Mura's art has improved a lot since this, but it's an amazing panel, and Femto's just looking down on him. It's really good. Ah, so those are Godhead members? Femto's just looking down at him. Femto's design is so nice. Griffith's just laughing in his Batman suit, does not care. Griffith. Okay. Griffith. You're being sacrificed again? What? What did you say? Wait. Look, Femto doesn't really care. Femto's not even looking at him anymore. Like, he just asked him one question. He said, are you being sacrificed again? Guts didn't answer. Femto looks away. Hey, yo, bro, I've noticed this before. Femto has crow's feet. Like a bird. That's weird. I've never seen that before. Never noticed that before. Wow. I always just thought that it was like Griffith, but he had like basically a suit of darkness on, but no, his full body's changed. Even down to his feet, that's very, very strange. But they're all looking down on the count. The chosen one of the circle of karma. Your desire to live has opened the door of dimension and called for us. That's Void. He was most likely the wise one, probably the first god hand that sacrificed a large portion of Midland and was sent to be tortured by King Geyserich, who was very, very likely to be Skull Knight. So that's why they have a rivalry. Skull Knight made him the way he is. Maybe King Geyserich feels some responsibility for that. And that's why he fights so hard. I'm not too sure, but really interesting stuff. God Hand Void. My desire is the life of that man. Please revenge for me. We cannot do that. But why? The desire that opened this dimension space is your will to live and fear of death, not your vengeful thought to this man. We came here to grant that desire to you, chosen one. So that's God Hand speaking. But he's the black swordsman who killed many of your apostles. He should be your enemy. Enemy? Everyone's laughing. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. I can't do the Conrad voice. I cannot laugh. Very strange laugh he's got. No matter how many apostles died, it won't affect us at all. Black swordsman? I don't know why he's confused. I don't really know. Why did they even bother making apostles then? Like, does the amount of people that turn into apostles strengthen them? Does like the Baler being used like strengthen the bonds between the astral and real realm? If you know what I mean. I'm not really too sure, but I mean they put so much effort into this. There's been like thousands and thousands of apostles. They've spent so much of their time making apostles, but there has to be a reason. It's a bit stupid if there wasn't. He's just one useless man. Guts running into him. Grabs his Dragon Slayer. Griffith. Bro, his legs look broken. Oh, and those teeth as well. Holy fuck, Guts. Guts looks a lot better. In more recent chapters, he's been. I don't know, bro. I mean, his teeth are messed up. I mean, he's not looking the best here. Guts, ho ho, quite amazing. Wounded like that, but still able to stand. Interesting. Has strong will and great fighting mind. Strong vengeful feeling. The godhead Femto allows him to be able to stand, because Femto is the one who branded him. But how long can he stand? Useless? Funny? You could still stand till the day because of this useless man? Because I fought with the dead? Because I was sacrificed in the pool of blood? Right, the dialogue is absolutely stupid. Which is half the reason why I've done this, but I mean, I'm getting into it now. I'm liking this. This chapter is so good. Right, so Guts is climbing up the stairs with broken legs, it seems like. He's got the Dragon Slayer out. This is just completely symbolic of their relationship. Griffith is looking down on Guts. He does not care at all. He's looking down on him. In my opinion, I think it is an act that Griffith puts on. I do think that Griffith has some care for Guts. I can't say for sure. I think Miura on purpose left that ambiguous so you can make your own opinion on it. But yeah, Griffith could have killed Guts so many times and there is no reason for him to leave him as a sacrifice, based on our current knowledge. And I mean, Griffith sees him after the Ganishka fight, and he still lets him live. And you know, maybe Guts has some bigger purpose that'll help Griffith in the end, and he knows that. I would be disappointed if that was a fact, if that was the case. I like the idea of Griffith still being someone who isn't in tune with his emotions and doesn't know how he feels, and isn't this just unfeeling robotic character, someone that still cares for people but made monstrous decisions. Okay, I'm gonna get some milk. I'll get the ASMR factor back in. There we go. So you can stand above human over there. What? Griffith? Yes, you're only good as a sacrifice. What happened between these two? I don't know what happens here. Oh, right, the brand. That is explosive. He loses so much blood. Guts, you fool. You know how your brand react to us demons. Griffith is looking so smug. He's looking down at him completely. I think this has been something that's been nerfed. Maybe I can only assume it's because it's in like an astral realm, like it's in the God Hand's palace, I guess, like their world. But I mean, Griffith has been close to Femto and Griffith later on, like in the Sword of Hills, and it is not this bad. So I don't know if Miura is like nerfed it for a story reason, because if they fight later on and this is this bad, then I don't know, you'd have to rely on the Berserker armor. And yeah, Guts in the Berserker armor now could do a lot better against Griffith, because he doesn't feel pain, but he would still lose blood. I mean, if it's still like this, I don't think he could last long. You small ghouls, you may feel like small needles. I don't even know what you're saying anymore. For small ghouls, you might feel like small needles prick you. Pain grows for the more evil demons, and if that demon is too powerful, you might feel the pain until you die. That's the closest you can get. So Femto's looking down on him, and he's going to fall back all the way down the stairs. Guts. This is the end. Femto looks scary in this one. Like with this old art style, it looks even more scary. It looks like more like a skeleton, like I don't know how to describe it. But Guts puts his foot down, it gets past that anger, it gets past that. Well, he doesn't get past the anger. Guts never gets past the anger until he meets his companions later on. But he gets past the pain, steadies himself, throws the Dragon Slayer down at Femto. Oh? But he uses telekinetic powers, throws him all the way back, easily. He slams into a wall. And he slams head first into the floor. I don't think a lot of people rely on these first 3 chapters of the manga completely, and like they base their theories off it and everything, but I mean, this was written about nearly 40 years ago. This was his first 3 chapters that he wrote. Miura didn't even know a lot of stuff that would happen in even Golden Age. You know, in interviews, he didn't even consider making Griffith like a big character, not as big as he did. Um, so I think it's a bit much to like take this completely as the truth, because when we see Guts versus Femto after he first transforms, it is not like this. It is not this easy. I mean, Guts nearly slices him, he gets past it, and he makes Griffith really try, just by his rage alone. So, and that was in the eclipse too. So I'm not, it doesn't really make sense to me why, even later on when Gus is even more strong and even more angry, I don't know why he's like 10 times weaker and he can't get near Griffith at all. So, that's something to consider. Slams into the wall. Head first. Guts. You have great fighting will. I can't believe you still have power to swing the sword. So great. Probably unconscious now, especially after fighting with the Count. If that man can join us too, that'll be amazing. But he wasn't chosen by destiny. He can't be one of us. Not only that, he's probably dead. So, this is interesting. I mean, you can take this any way you want, but what's Slan saying? If that man can join us too, why would Slan even ask that? Is it just a forced exposition and you can write it off completely? I don't know, but I mean, if you take this text at face value, and well, if you look into it, it makes it seem like they have the choice to become an apostle. If you believe what Slan's saying, I'm not too sure. Guts. Although intentional, you're probably pleased, right, Count? Yes, thank you so much. Enough playing around. The appointing a demon ceremony shall begin. Count, where's your sacrifice? How about the Black Swordsman? You can't use that. Why? He was once a sacrifice, and he's merely your enemy. A sacrifice can't just be any flesh and blood. It has to be someone dear to you, someone who's a part of your heart. And when you sacrifice, you'll be cut from humanity. This seems like it only has to be one person, someone dear to you, because the Count sacrificed his wife, but his daughter was left to live. So, I mean, you can still, I don't know. But Griffith sacrifices everybody he loves, everybody, from what we know. But the Count just has to sacrifice one person, basically. And the evilness will possess your mind. Part of his, or what is that thing? Femto points at him. Oh my god. I won't read much more of this, I just wanted to see the Femto parts. Cut your love now, Count. No, please no. Wait a minute, my lord. I can sacrifice anybody but Theresia. Really? If it's not a person like that, then it's useless. Don't be indecisive. Just do it like last time. Last time? Oh no. The little lady don't know what her dad had done. Wait, don't tell her. Okay, I'll tell you. Can't be bothered with this. This guy looks like Fargus, whatever he's called. That's probably not what his name is. That Humpty Dumpty looking dude from Golden Age. I open up the time dimension a bit. This is the Count 7 years ago. More handsome then. I mean, sure. So let's just skim through this. Oh my god, that is messed up. That is they are, how do I say this? That is Baphomet, and he is in Berserk. He is there is a goat head apostle later on, and how do I say this? Yeah, he has like this satanic cult. So, we'll come back to this another time. That's something that's shown in the conviction arc. So, yeah, Miura remembers this. This is like a big part of the Berserk world. I guess Baphomet exists and Satanism exists in Berserk, I guess. I haven't really thought about it before, but it must. Pagan, whatever you call it, I don't really know. This is messed up. So that's his wife. He sees his wife doing that and he goes crazy. He sacrifices everybody for the god hand. Bro, right, this is such a good panel. You are the first person I talk to like this. At that time, I see him as someone high up and so graceful. So that's Griffith. And his smile just looks so innocent. He's got innocent looks, but I don't know. Maybe just because you know what he does. But interesting. Wow, okay. Count, don't second guess now. Theresia, like this, for a bit longer, your flame of life will vanish. Actually, you are like one of us now. Even you die, you won't find peace. Count, look at that. Guts' brand is going off again. A large evilness, almost like it contains all evil of this world. That is where Guts is going to go. Every branded person, and I guess every apostle as well. I don't know if it's apostles, I don't know about that, but yeah, every branded person goes there, and I guess evil people too, evil spirits. That's like hell. That's where Guts is going. So, beautiful panel. This is, yes, Count, even though a small one, but this is hell. Count, your life force is very much the same like those devils. Though your body might get destroyed, your soul will be sucked into hell, that's for sure. And you'll be buried in the darkness forever. Your body will not be able to stand that. You will become one with the black ocean of souls, like a drip of water in a vast ocean. This is the fate of those who involve with demons. That means Guts also. Wow. I can't even imagine what that would be like. Guts has been through way too much in this story. Way too much stuff. And like, he freaks out a lot in the story later down. He breaks down, with the Beast of Darkness, but it's completely understandable. I mean, it's a surprise he hasn't. I don't even know. He is a struggler. Wow, Guts nearly gets sucked in. Count, you have two choices: to be reborn as a demon, or let those demons swallow you and take you to the nothingness. Just one word, You say, "You'll give me your daughter as a sacrifice, and that brand will appear on her body. She will become the devil's property." Say it. One word. Just one word. And sink into that ocean forever. The thread of destiny has been denied. So the Countess turned down their offer, which is interesting. This is the only time we see this in Berserk. Yeah. We may see it again because Guts has the Bailet in his current possession. But this is the first time someone turns it down. So, I mean, this just contradicts a lot of stuff that happens later on. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't, actually, on second thought. It's destiny for someone to get the Bailet, and for causality and fate to create circumstances in which they will use it. So, a lot of the stuff that happened to Femto seems to be fate. You know, meeting Guts, meeting the Band of the Hawk, and being with Lady Charlotte, and it all going wrong, and you know, all the great luck and all the terrible luck in his life was just fate. But at the end of the day, the fate only goes up to the point of activating the Bailet. But whether you want to sacrifice somebody is your decision based on free will. But it's a complicated one. And that's where people like Skull Knight are able to attack the God Hand, because it seems like they are able to create events that happen and there's no way you can stop it, like the tower crumbling in Conviction. However, the variables and the events that happen in between are able to be changed and don't go perfectly. So after Griffith, it was probably fate. I don't know, it's complicated. But Guts and Casca probably were not meant to leave that sacrifice. It was probably fate for, if Griffith had chose to do so, that everybody would die. But they got away. There will always be variables like that. The fate and causality doesn't take into account every element. So, this is what I'm showing you right now. The Count has been through a lot in his life. He's been in a situation where he's tempted to use the Bailet, but because of the person he is, he still has some humanity left. He loves his daughter. He still retains some humanity. He chooses not to sacrifice her. So that's his redemption. So he gets sucked up. Wow. They try to suck up Guts as well. Wow, this is such a good panel. Guts, that's right. He has that brand. Oh my god, that scene is so powerful. They're going away. They're walking away. I don't know about this. I mean, this is pretty solid evidence. Femto does not give a flying fuck about Guts. It depends how you look at it, I guess, but it's hard. It's up to your own interpretation. Is he even looking at him? I don't know. Okay, so Guts is going to... He puts a cannonball in. Explosive. And he's going to explode the demons away to get away from them. Femto is watching him. Okay. He shoots at Femto. Okay. That is a incredible skill. Femto does not even care. Not even smiling. He's just looking at him. Telekinetic powers, explodes it. Wow. He's just staring at him. Staring right into his soul. And now he's sent back. I don't know why Femto didn't kill him. Guts was meant to die in the sacrifice, and Femto tried to kill him there. Like, people weren't going to let him escape. All the apostles went after him. And, you know, it was clear they wanted him to die. So, if it's beneficial for them to kill Guts, or if he's meant to die, why haven't they killed him? I'm not too sure. I mean, you could say that Griffith has no reason to kill him, but I mean, he addresses him, he looks at him, he pays attention to him, he pays the time to go and visit him and speak to him on the Sword of Hills. Sword of Hills, is that what it's called? Hill of Swords? I don't know. One or the other. So it's clear, like, Griffith could kill him. It would take 1 second. And he's not an overly arrogant person. In my opinion. It would take him barely any effort. He has 1,000 opportunities to do so, and he doesn't do it. And Guts is getting more powerful. I mean, Griffith tried to kill the witch. He sent all of his army to kill this one witch, and then Guts kills his army, destroys his army. And you're telling me Femto doesn't consider this and just say, why don't I just kill him now? It would take him no effort at all, but he doesn't do it. And that's just my opinion. I think Femto does care about him, or at least doesn't want him to die for some reason. But I mean, Berserk's an art form, really. You can interpret it any way you like to. Okay, this is the end. So Guts has gotten away from them. This is a lie. That's Theresia, she's crying. Send me back to my room. Send me back to my room. Don't want to stay here. A place like this. I'd rather die. Just die then. That's Guts. Puck slaps him. Guts, you are so bad. How Theresia feel? You should understand very well. That's why die is better. If you can't stand it, end it now. It's so easy. Just cut your wrists with that knife. Then it'll end. You'll be cut off from the horrible thing. Like you might be able to go to heaven, or better, go to hell, so you can meet your mom and dad. He's serious. He actually thinks like that. It's your life. Do whatever you want. So Theresia's considering it. She's going to do it. Hey, wait a bit. What are you thinking? Stop it. Get your sense back. You can't do this. Theresia. She crumbles. Is on crumbled ground. And Theresia's fallen. But Guts saves her with his sword. The Dragon Slayer. And he pulls her back up. I don't know why her hand's bleeding. That's not how it would work, but who cares? Actually, maybe if he's pulling it up. Actually, yeah, never mind. Berserkers are really good at like details absolutely nobody cares about, but like little stuff like Guts catching Serpico's sword made a lot of sense. I don't. Nobody cares about it besides me, but Berserkers normally really realistic with how they use swords. I know Berserk and realistic might sound stupid, but you know what I mean. So Guts pulls Theresia up. This is one of the first times the manga readers in the 1980s would have seen Guts be considerate and save people. So Guts is really broken here. Guts, he does like kids. He's very considerate towards kids and women. Guts had an awful childhood, and he lost his parents, and he killed his stepfather, Gambino. So I'm sure he can relate to Thresia. Because of you, if you didn't come here, if you didn't come. Look at me like that. Probably not thinking of suicide now. Good. So, Guts is trying to be harsh with her and antagonize her. So, like Guts, she focuses her anger onto him and doesn't think about harming herself and continues on living, even though I guess in Guts' mind it's better to live on in rage and to get over it at some point than to just end right there. Guts is only living at this point because he wants to find and kill Griffith, and he is releasing his rage onto the apostles he meets. So that's his advice to Thresia. He's trying to be the antagonistic force that Femto is to Guts, keeps him living on, keeps him struggling on. So he picks up the Bailet. I believe, maybe I'm getting confused. I think the Count's Bailet that he picks up, I don't know what he does with that actually. Yeah, never mind. That's not Gus's Bailet, I don't think. I'll kill you. One day, you evil. I will kill you. Thresia, what is this? You can come anytime. Guts is smiling. He's hobbling away. His legs are nearly broken. He's being completely destroyed. When he got smashed into a wall by Femto, it's just unbelievable. Hey, wait. I love this panel. And this is Guts. This is the first time we see Guts crying. I mean, I can't even make a joke about this. This is just really sad to see Guts crying like this. I mean, there's a lot of reasons why Guts is crying. A lot of panels of Thresia are exactly like those of Casca. I'm sure he relates to her suffering and losing her family and losing her sense of direction in life and raging at the world. You know, everything about it, struggling, having her life ruined by the God Hand and by apostles. I'm sure you can relate to her. This is one of the first times we see Guts cry and be upset at all. Not just chronologically, just, you know, throughout Berserk. That's not how Guts deals with these issues. Guts, if he feels hurt, Guts makes that transfer into rage. And that's what Godo says. Godo says that rage is something that people that are too weak to face their sadness go through. But this is the first time we see Guts so upset. And here he is, he's crying. And Guts hides it immediately. So Guts is going through a lot here. Guts. He walks away. And then we see the place that he was born in. And we get a flashback. So he's born underneath his mother on a tree. So yeah, really good. Yeah, I like these chapters. I prefer the anime format to it, where they didn't show Femto and spoil that Femto was Griffith. I feel like that gives an actual plot twist. If you didn't read these first 3 chapters and went straight into Berserk, the plot twist at the end is absolutely amazing, and it's built up so well, and it feels so natural. It feels like a mystery. But I mean, these are amazing 3 chapters. They really are amazing. They set up the world, the concept so well, but personally, I still think that having the surprise of the eclipse is way more important, and I would rather have that than these 3 chapters. But yeah, this was a really, really, really good chapter. And I was going to make a joke video of this, but then I've got suckered completely into it, and I'm making it serious now. I mean, the translations are funny, but it's really good. Femto has such a cool design. He's such a good villain. Well, it depends. I feel like you could be ruined really easily. Like, if they say Femto has no emotions now whatsoever, then I would go off him very quickly, but yeah, we'll just scroll through the chapter now. Yeah, really, really good chapter. Okay. Right, I'm going to end it here. It's been 46 minutes. I doubt anybody's still watching this, to be honest. But if you have gotten some enjoyment from this, or any relaxation, then fair enough, dear. Fair enough. I'm glad I could do that. I thought this was going to be a funny video. It's incredibly unfunny, actually. This is turning completely serious. But we've been able to talk through a good chapter today. So if you've liked this video, then subscribe and tell me in the comments. If you thought this was a stupid idea and I should get back to doing other videos, then tell me that as well, and I'll completely understand. But that's the end of this video, guys. Thanks for listening.